right, top of the hour, let's begin with some breaking updates that we are getting where Pakistan and China have now decided to welcome any third country joining the multi-billion-dollar China-Pakistan economic corridor for mutual beneficial cooperation. Now, during this meeting, both of the sides have reviewed the continued implementation of CPEC and its expansion to jointly agreed priority areas. It is being noted that the flagship of Belt of the Road initiative, which is the BRI, CPEC has broken new ground in strengthening international and regional connectivity, especially when it comes to the context of its extension to Afghanistan. As an open and inclusive platform, both of the sides have welcomed interested third parties to benefit from the avenues for mutually cooperating with each another, and that is being mentioned on the road of CPEC. Srinjoy joining us this morning live. Good morning to you, Srinjoy. What exactly does it mean when it comes to inviting third-party countries to mutually benefit from CPEC?
Well, it means that Pakistan and China want third countries, other countries of the world, to invest in China, in POK, which is Indian territory. Now the question is, why is Pakistan and why is China doing this? One, there could be several reasons. One, of course, to try and get international support for POK, which is unlikely at this case. India is a member of the UN Security Council. Currently, India has a status in the world. India is a $3 billion economy. All of these things will actually ensure that there will be virtually no investors. The second reason, the surmise is that at this point, the security situation in POK is not very good. The CPEC, the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, has to run through Balochistan and Northwest Frontier Province. In both areas, both provinces, particularly Balochistan, the separatists, the freedom fighters are very, very active. So as a result, this would be even more difficult. The Chinese themselves are facing enormous difficulty. Plus, maybe the Chinese are realizing that they should not invest more money into CPEC because it is already proving to be too much of an investment, too much of a security risk. And also, the third problem is that local people seem to be liking the Chinese less and less. There have been attacks on Chinese businessmen and investors there. There have been attacks on Chinese workers there. So as a result, China has had to put in security forces just for that area. And locals are not liking the Chinese. So all these reasons actually lead to China and Pakistan saying, okay, let's reduce our risks. Let's ensure that other countries come in. If other countries come in, then there will be their money involved and there will be less risk for China, less risk for Pakistan. Also, there will be a sense of, okay, it's an international area and therefore India will have will be cornered a little. But that is not going to happen. You
well,
cannot
for
imagine,
that, let's get a point of view from Mr. Arasan Singh. Request you to stay on with us, Srinjoy. Mr. Arasan Singh, good morning. India has for a long time protested to China over CPEC as it is being laid through Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Now they are talking about its extension to Afghanistan.
Yes, that would provide more legitimacy because everybody knows that that territory belongs to India. Or at best, if you are a votary for Pakistan, then you may say that it is a disputed territory. But under both the scenarios, that it is an Indian territory or it's a disputed territory, the CPEC has no legitimacy. So they want to add to the legitimacy or illegitimacy by inviting Pakistan, and this was always on the cards. And let me tell you, Taliban is not adverse to doing business with China. I mean, they couldn't be bothered, neither Pakistan nor Taliban's Afghanistan, as to what is happening, with regard to Uyghur Muslims. They are least bothered. So that is the inroads that China has been trying to make. It's a resource-starved country today, food-starved country, Afghanistan, a cashless country, and so is Pakistan. And today and now, this is the best opportunity for China to exploit these vulnerabilities. Though we have reached out to Afghanistan in many ways, sending them food and medicine, but has it altered the behavior of Taliban? Otherwise, you wouldn't have had, plane loads of, Sikhs coming here, whose gurudwaras have been attacked. But this is always on the cards, and let me tell you, they are desperate. They are desperate to move the economic center of gravity from the west to China. And there are countries, who have been supporting China in this endeavor. How it rolls out, nobody knows. Because the Belt Road Initiative, it has not played out properly. It has not played out completely, I should say, till now. So nobody knows what is there in store. But you have some very adverse examples. For example, what has happened in Sri Lanka. So is it, what consequences it will have?
Well, the Chinese influence is being seen everywhere, especially when it comes to taking advantage of such vulnerable countries, especially as you've mentioned, cash-strapped nations like Pakistan and also Afghanistan. Mr. Singh, thank you very much.